We've officially lived in San Francisco for 3 years, but somehow every weekend we'd end up at the same few places. So we decided it's time to change that. Welcome to Playing Tourist in SF, a series where every weekend we'll be exploring new trail, viewpoint, neighborhood, or hidden gem around the city. And today, we're kicking things off with Presidio to Baker Beach Loop. But before we get there, we made a little stop to bike store. Ever since I was a kid, cycling was my favorite way to spend an afternoon. There was something so freeing about just getting on a bike and riding without a destination. Buying one for myself felt like reconnecting with that kid again. We ended up ordering one and it'll be ready for pickup tomorrow, which means there's a lot more bike adventures coming soon. Now let's head to Baker Beach. There are so many spots where you can start this loop, but we found parking space at Baker Beach, so that's where our hike begins. Baker Beach is one of the best places to admire the Golden Gate Bridge. Every time we are here, there's always a wedding shoot, a maternity session, or someone capturing a special moment, and honestly, with these views, it's not hard to see why. We also got incredibly lucky with the weather. If you've spent any time near the Golden Gate Bridge, you know how quickly sunshine just can turn into fog and strong winds. But today, it couldn't have been more perfect for a hike. For this trail, we're following a route on All Trails. It's a great loop if you're looking for incredible coastal views without committing to an all-day trek. The trail takes you through Presidio, taking you along rugged cliffs, peaceful forested paths, and several scenic overlooks of the Golden Gate Bridge and the Pacific Ocean. It's a moderate hike with few steady climbs but nothing too intense, and every uphill section is rewarded with another stunning view. One thing I really love about this trail is how much the scenery keeps changing. One minute you're surrounded by tall eucalyptus trees, and the next you're standing on a dramatic coastal bluffs overlooking the ocean. It never really feels repetitive, and that's what makes this hike so much fun. Also, there's literally so many viewpoints of Golden Gate Bridge along this trail that I couldn't keep a count. Almost at around every corner, there's a new perspective that somehow feels completely different from the last one. I'll put the name of every major viewpoint on the screen, so even if you don't end up doing this entire hike, you can easily drive or walk straight to the ones you want for pictures. We've actually been to this part of the trail before just to take pictures and park the car right beside the road. This might be my favorite section in the entire trail. If you're visiting in spring, you're in for an absolute treat. The hills are covered with colorful wildflowers and the coastal landscapes just come alive, and it's honestly breathtaking. We were here about a month ago during the peak bloom season, and it was one of the prettiest places I've seen in San Francisco. And then these stairs. I'm officially calling them San Francisco Stairway to Heaven. I mean, just look at them. The way they lead you down to the Pacific Ocean with the Golden Gate Bridge standing in the background. It genuinely feels unreal. This entire section actually reminded me of one of the hikes we did in Hawaii, and I wasn't expecting to get these kind of vibes right here in San Francisco. Moments like this always make me stop for a second and think about how lucky we are to live just 30 minutes away from views like this. It's so easy to get caught up in everyday life and forget what's literally in our backyard. Here at the bottom, you'll have direct access to Baker Beach if you want to spend some more time by the water before continuing the hike. If you're lucky, you could spot some sea lions along the shore. We spotted one further along the trail. Now, I do have to warn you about one thing. Everything that you happily just walk down, you have to climb back up. It's definitely the most challenging section of the hike, but thankfully it's short, and the views make it worth every step. These views are really worth climbing all those stairs. I'm so glad we did it. And look at the weather today. It's the most beautiful day to be out and hiking. We've got a couple of more steps. So let's get going. As we continue along the trail, we arrive at Battery Godfrey. Built in the late 1800s as a part of San Francisco's coastal defense system, Battery Godfrey was once home to large disappearing guns that protected the entrance of the San Francisco Bay. It is the viewpoint you often see on postcards, wallpapers, travel guides, and Instagram. If you have ever admired a perfectly framed photo of the bridge, there's a good chance it was taken right here. This spot is popular for a reason, and it's absolutely worth adding to your San Francisco's bucket list, even if you're not doing this full hike. And the trail takes us through some of the most beautiful neighborhoods in San Francisco. Every other house had a saying, "Imagine living here one day." And maybe someday, who knows? And as we go further along, we'll be reaching the National Cemetery Overlook. We noticed sign warnings about the coyote activity and asked visitors not to bring any dogs to certain areas. We didn't spot any ourselves this time, but it's worth noting that parts of the trail can temporarily be closed during the coyote pupping season to protect both animals and visitors. This section of the hike is so calm and refreshing. The trail is lined with towering eucalyptus tree and the fresh scent in the air is so calming. Add the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves and it almost feels like nature has its own soundtrack. We then reached the National Cemetery Overlook, established in West Coast back in 1884. It's the resting place of more than 30,000 veterans and their families, making it one of the city's most historic and peaceful places. Beyond the cemetery, you're treated to yet another stunning view of the Golden Gate Bridge, proof that no two viewpoints in the hike ever feel the same. A little further along, we reached Mountain Lake, a freshwater lake that's home to ducks, turtles, and plenty of birds. It was such a peaceful change of scenery after all the coastal views. Now, a little warning if you're planning to do this hike. The final stretch has quite a bit of loose sand, so maybe leave your favorite white sneakers at home because they'll definitely be carrying half the beach back with you by the end of the trail. And just like that, we found ourselves back at Baker Beach right where we started. But our day wasn't just over yet. Remember the bike we ordered this morning? Well, it arrived early, so before heading home, we made our one final stop at the bike shop to pick up. I honestly couldn't stop smiling, it felt like getting a piece of my childhood back. I hope you had as much fun exploring our home through our eyes as we did. This hike was such a beautiful reminder that sometimes the best adventures are waiting right in your own city. In the 3 years we call San Francisco home, this city has never failed to amaze us, no matter the season and no matter the weather. This is exactly why we started playing tourist in SF. Our goal is simple, to explore as many trails, viewpoints and hidden gems as we possibly can, and bring you along for every weekend adventure. Hopefully these videos inspire you to explore your own city a little more too. I hope you had as much fun exploring our home through our eyes as we did. And this is just the beginning. Tomorrow we'll be taking our new bikes out to explore San Francisco waterfront, the piers and of course the Golden Gate Bridge. So if you don't want to miss that adventure, I'll see you in the next episode of Playing Tourist in SF. Till then, take care. Bye.